Baturdays, Baturdays. Omnidog in the miniature of comics. Talk forever, get right your ergonomics. Taking questions from the chat. With a name like that, you think they talk more about the fact. Baturdays, Baturdays, Baturdays in the BatCave.
Heyo, good evening. Welcome to Omnidog's Vault. I'm Omnidog, and I am joined by Jake from the Brave and the Boys. Jake.
Yeah, that's me. This is always still so surreal being on your show. I actually watched like 30 painful seconds of my first interview with you a few days ago because I was showing someone was curious, how long have I been doing YouTube, because my channel has grown so much so quickly that I went back to my early videos to see like how many years ago they were. And I was like, me awkwardly being like, "Hi, I'm a really big fan, Jess. Thanks for coming on our show." I think I bought a root beer to impress you.
Your question was still sticks with me about the Neil Adams.
Why am I like the Spectre and the Phantom Stranger on both sides of your shoulder being like, "Mr. Positivity, Mr. Peace and Love, why do you have a negative review?" You know?
And it's
But
my
it's
most popular one.
It's a question we should all ask ourselves. Are we talking about things we love, or are we tearing down art that we didn't make, you know?
Okay. Yeah, and it's my most popular one. So that's the ironic thing. And speaking of bad videos, I mean, this was back when I was like streaming like this. When it was, and I think and then my brother saw it and said, "You really need to have your laptop level with your face." He was in television for a number of years. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Well, yeah. I feel like if I ever had to make content by myself, I would be worse than you. I'm lucky that Jordan's like does all the stuff for me, and I can just sit there being like, "Can we start yet?" And he's like, "Do you want it done right, or do you want it done?" And I'm like, "Right." And he's like, "Then sit tight."
Yeah, no, I don't. I just don't have the time nor patience to edit anything. So, collector's showcase. Thank you, Razor. I appreciate that. Samantha, welcome. Earth's Geo, I'm sorry, there will be no Frosties involved tonight. I am still sick from when I had Frosties the last time.
I can crack open an energy drink. It's vanilla cream flavored. I will say that we've been making our own Frosties from home, and my wife took the slushy machine to her bachelorette party weekend. So, stoked for her that she's, but also I don't have slushies this weekend, but it's more important that all the women on their bachelorette party can make alcohol slushies than me making a Frosty.
Nice. Razor has a question. What are all the Taschens behind you?
Okay, so
shelf?
Yeah, that's right. Here's my Taschen shelf. I do have one on the way. So at first I was like, I'm just gonna get Spider-Man. So I have the two Spider-Man that make up what makes up the first Amazing Spider-Man omnibus. I do have the Silver Surfer one. That one I bought directly from Taschen at their warehouse sale. They do a 50% off sale. What I didn't know though is they sell like non-perfect versions at half off. So I have a weird uncut page. And to be honest, it's one of those things where it's like, when it's that premium of a book, I almost wish I would have known ahead of time. I would have paid the full price to not get one.
Yeah,
that was not, but it's most of the time I don't know. I have Avengers Volume 1 and 2 that makes up the first Avengers omnibus. I have the Hulk, which I believe is the first 6 Incredible Hulk back like before the series got like canceled and remade. I think he's gray, if I'm not mistaken. And I have, God bless me, I swore I would never get it, but I got the X-Men by Stan Lee.
Oh.
That is some rough reading.
Yeah.
Like before anything pre Claremont is rough reading. I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, and
oh, you're not done. You still have more?
I have 10 Taschens.
Whoa.
Number 9, I have the Donald Duck, which is just a beautiful art book. It has some comics in it, but it's also about the character as a whole. What a lot of people don't know is that Donald Fauntleroy Duck has more movies than Mickey Mouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Donald Fauntleroy. And last but not least, I have the Mickey Mouse one, and the one shipping to me is Frank Frazzetta's art book.
Oh, now that's going to be a great one.
Mm-hmm.
He was astonishing. Razor says, that's strange. All the Taschens I've got from their 50% off have been in perfect condition.
That's I've only bought one from the 50% off, and it has a weird uncut page. I emailed them about it. I even tried to, I've never done this. I'm like, I'm a YouTuber and I was going to feature it in a video.
Oh, you threw that card down?
Yeah. And they were like, we are very clear that on the 50% off warehouse sale, there are no refunds. No, I'm like, look, I don't even want anything free. Can I just get a credit to I'll buy more of them. Can I just get a credit? And they're like, once again, there is nothing we can do. And I was like,
again. So when I said Frosties, no more Frosties, Razor said, still sick from the Frosties? Guess you were eating a pint of Ben and Jerry's the next day. That's probably true. There's Jewish Dragons. How you doing, buddy?
It's fun because now that I've met some of them at Heroes Con, I have like an actual face to put to the names.
Yeah, that party or that meet and greet, whatever it was, that was just about the highlight of my weekend. I thought it was so fun meeting everybody. It was really fun.
It was nice to have a sober buddy with, because we were like another round, and we were like going back and forth on who was buying the sparkling waters. But now if we go to a convention, everything, we'll just put it on the business card. It's a business expense.
Kenny, DC has a ton of great collected editions coming out. Yeah, they do. And tons we've been waiting for, like Superman New Krypton, and the one that I flipped my lid over, Batman the Bronze Age Omni Volume 1. I thought for sure they were going to go all the Silver Age up till Bronze. No. This is how I know DC is really serious now. Jumping right to the good stuff. That's amazing.
What I'll say is that I have put 60 of the 170 that could be up from the new catalog of DC on the website. I think JP has put up all of Boom and Dark Horse. We can't do Marvel yet. The reason why is Marvel only gives us the standard covers at first. We have to wait a few weeks to see the standard and the DM cover. And we put up just the standard, people would pre-order, and then the emails of, can I switch to the DM would come in. It's better. But yeah, man, as soon as if I haven't already put it up yet, let me see if I put it up. We'll order it for you. If not, I'll put it up and order for you after the show. But we'll get you that Bronze Age Batman book, man.
Thank you.
A lot of good. The Jack Kirby Bronze Age Omnibus is coming back, which is awesome. Batman Universe, which was the sister story to Up in the Sky.
Oh yeah,
edition.
That was good. Is it coming back in deluxe? You just said
never been a deluxe before,
and it is a deluxe.
It's getting a deluxe.
Out. Okay.
They're making a second compendium to Tom Strong. I didn't know there was that much more Tom Strong content out there, but Tom Strong is a lot of fun. I can imagine that's probably other creators than more, and the second compendium.
Okay, yeah. He did have other people writing it. Here's Kane. Welcome, fabulous mod Kane. Rami's here. Thank you for joining. Yep. Oh, here's Hondo. How are you feeling, buddy? Hello, my guys. How's my buddy Omnidog, aka Fabulous 5 Frosty Man?
You had 5 Frosties?
I had 5 last Saturday.
Well, now I don't feel bad about you being sick.
Oh, that wasn't why I was sick. Razor said I was eating a pint of Ben and Jerry's, and I probably was. No, I was. I've been having that pain with nausea on the side. That's the nausea that knocked me out of Heroes Con on Saturday. So it hasn't been bothering me very much this week. So that's good. By the way, it was nice to meet you, Omnipup Jake, at Heroes Con. It was nice to see your epic mustache in person.
There's this thing going around called the Comic Book Community Awards, and I was like trying to make a push to win most innovative YouTube, not for me, but because of the work Jordan does. But I
voted
joke
for
that
Jordan.
Oh, thank you. I joke that I want to win best mustache in comic book YouTube as a joke, but I don't really care.
No Gaggy text.
I gotta talk to Mark Wade about that. I said, can I ask you if my most favorite obscure DC character? He's like, I love obscure DC characters. It's like, it's an obscure villain. He's like, even better. I'm like, just tell me, do we get any Gaggy in New History of the DC Universe? And he's like, look, man, I love Gaggy. Me and who did Gotham City Sirens? Paul Dini, right?
Paul
He was
Dini,
like, he's like, me and Paul Dini have had long conversations about Gaggy, and I was like, wow, to be a fly on the room of that combo, right? And
oh man,
and he said,
conversations about him.
Yeah, and he said he does not think Gaggy has made the cut, but he does think that each issue they're doing these massive, like 500. I'll show you a picture from Comic-Con, 500 character covers, variant cover posters, and he thinks Gaggy made the cut for one of those posters.
Ooh, so you'll have to get that.
Yeah,
it sounds like I want to get that. Here's a good question. These are the Taschens that I might get. The EC Taschens. Are you
do
are you gonna be getting those?
What do we think?
I'm sure you are.
Yeah, but if you look at my little space for Taschens, I'm like, I don't think I can double stack them. You know what I mean? Because my cats like to nap there because I think they know they're expensive. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I will. I also like whenever there's like a brand new, like crazy premium weird book like that, I'm like, I'll wait till Taylor sells me on it in a year from now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, it's different than his usual clay pot comics.
Yeah.
These are epic, and to be, I mean, these are some of the most famous artists in comic books, and the writers were awesome, and I will gladly buy those. I would love some EC in
you know what, Jess? If you buy them, I'll buy them. But I will say the only reason I don't have them yet is this is how you know my boss JP is a smart businessman. I can order any book through the company channels except Taschen's. He hasn't given me the Taschen card yet. So I have to be like, every once in a while I have to be like, JP, can I order a Taschen? And then he'll be like, didn't you have a Taschen 3 months ago? And I'm like, yeah, but it's been 3 months. And then he's like, we'll see, man. Do you think you've earned it? And I go, I don't know, you know, but it's just, yeah.
Now, are the EC one, is an EC one out yet? Or is that
there? I think there's a Weird Science one that's the same size.
Oh,
so
okay.
I think the only ones I don't have is maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. There's a Weird Science one I don't have, and then there's one on HR Geiger.
Oh,
who did the concept art for Alien, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to get Weird Tash, and I need to get Weird Science. So, how do you know when the 50% off sale is? Do you have to get on their mailing list?
Well, the problem is they usually don't do the new ones. I think they don't always do everything on the 50% off. So sometimes they'll do like specific ones that are there. So It's always hit or miss. But we'll, if you want a Taschen, man, we'll work it out. We'll figure it out for you. We got you.
Is there a Taschen sale or any special sale that I don't know about? No, currently they usually do a 50% off sale a couple times a year, though.
I remember February is around the time they did the last one.
Okay.
Or maybe they do. I think they do one in the winter, one in the summer.
All right. I may be spending my own hard-earned dollars on that. I really want that. Up, Pope Romero.
Why am I always Robin?
Dude, he was just firing them off last night in Omnibros. He got why am I blanking on his name right now?
Lou.
No,
I'm just kidding, bro.
Sean from Comic Pals. So that's how I knew. I don't think he does those ahead of time, because he didn't feature Sean for the first few, and then he did feature Sean in some. So I feel like he does them really right off the, as he's going.
He fires from the hip.
Yeah. Yeah, I do want to get this book, DC by Toth.
I know that I think Alien Press is putting out, they're doing a Kickstarter currently for a Zorro by Toth right now.
Oh.
Which is supposed to be pretty good. So I got to meet Ron from Alien Press at Comic-Con, and he was really, really cool. So that's one of the ones they're promoting right now, is a Zorro by Toth. And for me, I haven't read a lot of Toth, but Toth is the blueprint of all my nerdom, because I was raised on the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and he did like Space Ghost. I think he helped with Super Friends. So my foundation is, yes, Josh, but we're trying to see if we can get a slipcase version of the black and white, which isn't currently out there, but we're seeing if we can make that happen.
You are the reason, huh, Josh? Good. This is good that you can put up comments. That way I won't get too far behind.
Have you ever tried this? The showing the comments on the stage? It weirds me out. I don't know if I like it. Then you can't control it.
Right. No, Geo does it. It's not something that I'm a fan of. It'd be too distracting. I think it is too distracting. Let's see. Oh, Kane, Jess, I found Superman Space Age and Batman Dark Age in the wild. Bought them both because of your high praise. Oh, I hope you enjoy them as much as I did, Kane. I found them both amazing, and I am looking forward to Wonder Woman Golden Age.
And I think he teased Justice League New Age to me when I met him. So that'll be the fourth one. So Wonder Woman Golden Age and Justice League New Age.
Justice League New Age. Okay.
I don't know what it is. I loved Space Age so much. And I bought the first 2 single issues of Dark Age and then never read them. And then I've tried once or twice to sit down and read the standard size hardcover. And I know I'll love it, but I just for some reason I keep getting pulled away from it. So.
Well, as in Space Age, the ending is what makes it. As much as I loved all of Space Age, it's that ending that pulls it all together, and it's the same thing in Dark Age.
Specifically, they're doing a slipcase version of the colored Zorro for the Kickstarter, but we're trying to see if we can get a slipcase of the black and white version.
Oh, okay. Let's see what's happening here. We need a reprint of the first Tom Strong. Compendium is already out of print?
It is. So Tom Strong's a tricky one because they did 2 deluxe editions and then never finished the run. They did a few standard size hardcovers, and then they did the compendium. And I don't know what I don't know, the all the ABC compendiums that they've done, like top 10, Tom Strong, have been so good, but it just they just scream for a bigger size, So I I don't know how we've gotten almost all of ABC and Absolute except for Tom Strong.
Yeah, it would be a good Absolute.
Yeah.
Omar's connection at DC was in the chat for the most wanted DC omnibus poll. I remember that. I think I was on that show? I think so. I really wonder if that had anything to do with us getting that Batman Bronze Age omnibus.
I think it was in the works a little bit sooner than that. The reason why is because we got a solicitation for the Neil Adams omnibus, and then everybody had the outcry again, and then they pulled it from the solicitation. So that's why I'm sure all of this played a part in it, but I would also believe that maybe the wheels were turning before, you know what I mean? Because there was a reason that was solicited and then pulled.
Phenomenal AC, I'm with you. Yeah, I'll take full credit for it. Thank you. Mango Man, what up, dude? Welcome. Chris Kaufman, nice. Excited to spend Saturday night with y'all. Here's a good question. Was this your first ever SDCC?
Yeah. So what I want to say is that I went to a few comic conventions this past year. I've been going to them more each year, and I felt like I had a lock on them. I felt like I was like, I know how to run a good con. San Diego Comic-Con is like the major league. It is so much busier and bigger than any convention I've ever been. I was so unprepared, but I think I maximized and I had an awesome experience. So I'm ready. When you want to talk about it, I'll tell you about my fun days. I have some pictures, I have some swag to show off, but the crazy thing is that I feel like I manifested this happening, because after Heroes Con, I was like, dude, I want to go to San Diego. I want to go to San Diego, but tickets have been sold out for like a year and there's no aftermarket sales for them. So I was telling, and then a lot of publishers had reached out saying like, oh, if you'll be at Comic-Con, let's meet, you know, through OPB and stuff. So I was like, JP, if we get an opportunity, we got to like make it happen. And a week before Comic-Con, we got an email from Comic-Con saying, hey, we're reaching out to comic book shops. If you'd like to buy some retail tickets, here you go. We can sell them to you. So I had to plan a Comic-Con trip, which you usually plan months in advance.
Yeah.
You know, months in advance, a week before. So the only hotel left in San Diego near the convention that had 2 beds was super seedy. No offense to the Harbor Inn and Suites, but we saw some really unspeakable things through the windowsill one night.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and then the guy made eye contact and closed the blinds. But I'm like, you had the blinds open at first, man. You knew someone was gonna peek in the window. But like he gave me a look like I was the problem for, yeah. So whatever. Long story short, Comic-Con was amazing. So the way it works is Comic-Con for the general public is Thursday through Sunday, right? But there's a special Wednesday night only in the evening for people called Previews Night, for people in the industry in some form, whether you're a vendor or a podcaster or a retailer, as we were. And we get there and we get our badges, and as you can see, ours says, you might be able to see, it says retailer.
Wait,
now,
let me highlight you.
It says retailer.
Okay,
now, most of the badges either say exhibitor if you're running it, professional, it might say press, or it might say like someone that just goes to attendee, right? I don't think a lot of people knew what wasn't a like what our abilities were as a retailer, because sometimes they'd say go in the professional line, and then the professional people would say go in the regular line. So it was like really weird, because we got to go up the professional escalator and we were judging the line of the normal people, and then they told us to go in the normal person line. So like we never knew what we were supposed to do. But we had rolling carts because we're Omni collectors. We were stuffed to the brim with books to get signed, and I didn't realize Comic-Con has a strict no rolling cart policy.
Oh no, I didn't know.
There's over 100,000 people at Comic-Con. It's insane. And they say they only allow strollers. So I was like joking in my head, I'm like, should I bring a stroller next year? But instead of a baby, it's full of books.
Oh, that's a great idea.
But luckily, I think because we had the retail thing, I was like, if they ask us, I'm just gonna say, oh, we're dropping off a shipment at a table. Like I that's how I was gonna talk out of it. But we get in and then we find out we got let in like 3 hours early. People are setting up their booths. Nobody's
Oh,
there yet. There's this
cool.
massive line outside. And my friends are like, how did you get in? And I'm like, I think obliviousness made us seem confident. You know what I mean? Like, and we didn't get a lot of content that night because they were very strict. They kept saying over the loudspeakers, do not take any video or photo until the booths are all fully set up. So like they didn't want any photos behind the scenes to be taken.
Oh.
But our
Mhm.
main goal that first night was I was like, I want to get Tom King out of the way because that's like the most important signatures for me. And I have never met a creator that I've interviewed in person since I've interviewed them before.
And
So
so
that
wait,
was,
tell everybody what your connection is with Tom King besides interviewing him.
I think I'm his most annoying fan. Um, that I think I'm his, if he's the Joker, I'm his Gaggy. No. So I met Tom King for the first time at my first convention 3 years ago at WonderCon. And since then, he's been my favorite creator. I have reached out to him. I reached out multiple times and finally he tossed me a line and I interviewed him. And I think he had a surprisingly great time. My icebreaker was I brought a veggie tray. So I said, because in Mr. Miracle, he buys a veggie tray when the important people are coming over.
Yeah.
And Tom said he's never done an interview that he's ever done an interview with prop comedy before. Um,
That's
so
great.
and since then, like I never really reach out to creators like DMing or messaging after I interview them usually because I try to be respectful. But like I every once in a while would reach out and he would message back and we did a second interview. And then at one point he was like, hey, you guys do great work. Can I pay you to do social media content for us? And we were like, dude, we do it for free. And he's like, no, I want to pay you guys. So we did some social media content for him. And so this is my first time seeing him since then. Right. And at this point, I kind of consider him a friend,
Yeah.
or at least an acquaintance. So I go up, I'm first in line. I'm not the misery lady.
Oh, wait.
Am I Bam Bam? Wait, no, that's
Barney.
wait, can I request one? Can we be the Wonder Twins?
Yeah, Pope, can you make us the Wonder Twins?
So I'm the second person in line to meet Tom. I technically was first, but somebody got told to start a line. I guess they didn't realize we were already there, so I was number 2. I go up to meet Tom. I go like, hey, Tom. He's like, Jay. I go to give him a handshake, and he's like, nah, man. And he gives me a big hug. So I think we're officially friends. You know what I mean?
I thought you were going to say lovers.
No. Oh, I know, right? Yeah. I would have smelled his hair if he had any.
Gross.
I'm just not used to seeing Tom without a beard because I feel like he famously had a beard for so long, and now he's been clean shaven for a while.
Okay.
So that was cool, and I got some things signed. So first I got Animal Pound, which is definitely not a book for everybody, but it was nominated for an Eisner. And Tom, and I don't know if this means for the convention or forever. He says if it's the first time he signed a book, he writes a number 1 on it. So that number 1 means I don't know if I was the first Animal Pound of that convention or the first Animal Pound hardcover he signed. I can't imagine, but I did put number 1 there. Then he knows how much this book means to me. Superman Up in the Sky. Yeah. I did get. Oh. He said this one was hard. This one also has a number 1, and Jordan kind of complained a little bit. So Tom was nice enough to write a number 2 in Jordan's book. And the most important one for me was Absolute Mr. Miracle. It was cool because Mitch got to show Tom the drawing that he did. Now Mitch Gerads.
Okay, good.
Mitch Gerads. So I know what Mitch normally does for a remark. Mitch went entirely above and beyond at the last convention I went with him on my
Whoa.
my Mr. Miracle. So, dude, look at this. Look at the sketching, the shading, everything. This is way more than he does for a regular remark. I think he was grateful for the work that we did for social media for Mr. Miracle. So he gave me a little bit extra, and
Nice.
Tom got to sign it too, which was amazing.
That's great. And this is the first thing you did, and already hug and special remark and
so it was amazing. Then we wandered around. I ran into the Ghost Machine booth, which is Jeff Johns' company, and Jeff Johns is just at his booth, no line. I don't think he was signing anything. But I talked to them because I had done an interview for their company before, and then I reached out to the person who runs interviews, and my email bounced. So I always thought I got ghosted by Ghost Machine, like I didn't do a good job. So they blocked me. Oh, here we go.
Oh, I like how you're getting different angles of our faces.
To be clear, I think the thing Mitch said he used was called Copex. So he used a Copex marker. That's something that like dries really quick. So I got to talk to them, explain that I interviewed Tomasi for them and I'd love to do more. And their head of marketing gave me a business card and said, reach out in about a week. We'll take care of you. I guess that person is no longer, that used to run interviews, is no longer there. And we like made it like it's like miles long. We made it like halfway through the convention, and we didn't even make it all the way the first night. We were like, dude, we're drained. We got to go home because
you didn't make it. Oh, you mean you couldn't make the whole?
It's like 3-4 miles full of 100,000 people. It's like, and we had giant boxes of books with us, like all of our Omnis, because we hadn't dropped anything off yet. So I did get, and I'm not going to open these yet because I want to show them later, but I also got these signed by Tom, but I also got these signed the next day by some other people. So the next day the first thing that we did was go back to that booth. Tom wasn't there. He was doing meetings or whatever, but Bill Quist-Evely and Matt Lopez was there, who are amazing. And I got to talk to them, and she shared some of my social media work. So that was really cool. I got so look at that triple sig, writer, artist, and colorist for Helen.
Nice.
And it was really cool because I don't know if this is accurate, but according to her, it's bigger than the deluxe edition coming for Helen is bigger than a deluxe edition. She said it was library size. And Matt, the colorist, goes, "What's that?" So I show him an absolute to explain what library size is. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what I was told by her.
Oh, I'll upgrade that. And
then my best one, and mind you, I put this on the employee credit card.
Oh, whoa.
Look at that Bill Quist remark, bro.
Nice. Well, you're going crazy with that company card. Good for you.
Right, man. I go crazy for that company. Only thing that bums me out is Tom signed it on a different page. I love when all the signatures are on the same page, but it is what it is. It would have been hard for her to remark on this page,
Yeah.
But
let me answer a couple of things. Sean, yeah. Phenomenal AC. Jess, would you recommend that Action Comics omnibus? That's what he asked on your show this afternoon.
It's Dan Jurgens writing Superman. I remember the Rebirth stuff. It was fantastic.
Yeah, there it is. It's different than Superman by Tomasi and Gleason. It's not as family
oriented. Yeah,
it's Action Comics, so there's a lot of action with punch outs and stuff, which Dan Jurgens is great with. But I think because it's Action Comics by Dan Jurgens, that's why Road to Rebirth, Lois and Clark is in it, and
which I've never read. Superman, that'll be my first time.
I get that's the one I got signed by all three people. At
for $1,000 for her signature,
$20 for Scott Hanna's signature, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know I owed you money. I'm sorry." As I was walking away, but read Road to Rebirth. I mean, read it there, but also read Road to Rebirth before you go back and reread Superman Rebirth, because that's really what that leads into, Road to Rebirth. It's also the blueprint for almost the past 10 years of Superman. So that's why it's a super important book. And it transitions us from the New 52 Superman and Rebirth Superman. So I think that is something that you will enjoy. Just know that it is action oriented and not as much family time. But
I will say comparison is the thief of joy. So on its own, it's amazing. If you were to ask me to pick between that and Superman, I clearly know which one I'm picking of those Omnis, but you don't have to just pick one. You can enjoy it on its own, and it's great.
yeah, let's see. I'm sure I will love the comics, Jess. We tend to have similar tastes, and you haven't failed me yet with your recommendations.
Not like some people, Jess.
Not like what's his name?
Alex
Alex
from Spain.
Alex from Spain. Do you have that picture to show tonight?
It's on the thumbnail. It's a thumbnail of you pointing to the black cat.
Oh yeah.
I think I have it right here.
Tell the story of when we walked up to that first of all, it was 50% off, which is a great price, but
was that the one where you thought they were recognizing you, but they recognized me? Or was that right? They had you take the picture?
That I'm talking about the black cat picture.
Oh, yeah.
It was at that table, that booth, where the fan came up and recognized you. And you said, well, you know Omnidog, right? No.
Not familiar.
Not familiar with them. I'm like, peace and love, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
So I have a friend who is notoriously like that dry, negative Brit stereotype, you know? And he tried Black Cat, hated it, but he hates like everything that he doesn't like. It's either he loves something or he hates it. There's never any in between with him specifically. And he was like, I'm never taking another Omnidog recommendation again. It's just cheesecake, and I've seen better cheesecake. So we see this Black Cat omnibus, and we take a picture of Jess pointing at him, giving him like a look, which is the photo you'll see in the thumbnail today.
It was a look of incredulousness. I couldn't believe it. The cheesecake is like not even number 2 in that book. The first thing is the story and the art overall is number 2, but I don't I've never really thought of Black Cat as cheesecake.
Also, like, I don't dislike cheesecake. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I that's his takeaway, that it was cheesecake. So okay.
But also, like, I feel like to never trust one of your recommendations again because one book wasn't his tempo.
Yeah.
Wait, I love this. It's just cheesecake, and I've seen better cheesecake should be the official Omnidog.
I have a package from Freddy that he sent me that I'd like to live unbox tonight at some point.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Freddy was nice enough to send me some books. Just finished watching Sinners based off of yesterday's stream recommendation. It was great. Good.
That is
awesome,
the
Rami.
best date night movie because it's spooky and kind of kinky. So it's like everything you want in a date night movie.
I love that movie. Yeah. Let's see. Wait, what didn't Phenomenal AC? What did he say that Phenomenal AC? What? Okay. I didn't know that. Oh, here's Adrian. He was at the meet and greet. Hey, hope everyone has a fantastic Saturday. Sad I missed the live weekly buyer's guide. Hope you had a good SDCC. Thank you, buddy. SDCC has outgrown the LA Convention Center. Isn't it the San Diego Convention Center?
Yeah, there is an LA Comic Con, which is different. I think she's talking about WonderCon, maybe, WonderCon has okay.
Has it outgrown the LA Convention Center, WonderCon?
I actually felt like there was a fair amount of dead space.
Oh, really?
At WonderCon. I think WonderCon is so close to being a great convention. It gets a little bit better every year. But
Okay.
it needs a few more creators because you can't just have two big creators that no one gets to see because it's a lottery system. You have to have a few more creators and something besides like Loungefly and Funko. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, this is who Omar's connection is at DC. Dustin Kitchens, which makes sense because DC's collected editions department is cooking right now. Right. What up, CNSS? Good to see you. Here it is. Yogi Bear and Boo Boo.
There we go.
Super shady is how the Brave and the boys roll.
Here, I'm just going to share this for a quick second, but we can hide it till we're ready to talk about it. I do have some pictures to show off.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and show him. He does look like Kid Omnidog.
So they had
a good eye.
This was cool. Tyler Kirkham is the artist for the art book, The Marvel Art of Tyler Kirkham. That was the first OPB exclusive book ever. So I got to interview him. I actually have his phone number. We almost hung out that night, but he had to do a stream. So Tyler was a really cool dude.
Nice.
We talked. I said, you pick one character you've never, because his famous style is called Battle Damaged, where it shows like the character like beat up after a fight. That's his big style. I said, pick any character from any medium that you want to do battle damage, and I'll pick one. He picked Master Chief from the Halo games, and I picked the Iron Giant. I feel like him doing a battle damaged Iron Giant would be really cool.
Wait, so when is he? Did you say he's drawing those for you? You commissioned him?
He did a Clover Press is publishing a art book of his Marvel art. So you can see in the background here, he's done a lot of really famous Marvel images. Yeah. So we have an exclusive slipcase version with its own exclusive dust jacket and an own exclusive slipcase that I got to pick out the covers for. So that is currently for sale right now on organicpricedbooks.com. And it was fun to be like, hey man, like, what do you think of the cover I picked out and stuff? So it was
$2 off with code Omnidog. 5% off shipping 4 more books together. Omnidog sit right on.
This was the coolest moment of the convention for me right here. So I think I told you this story personally, Jess.
Oh yeah.
But the biggest connection I wanted to make was Scott Snyder. I think Scott Snyder has done some of the most fundamentally biggest things at DC, and now he's back and doing. He does everything he ever wants to do, which is awesome. So, I was first in line, literally first in line, because I signed up for his paid Substack, which gave me first in line. I'm kind of nervous. I'm getting ready to, get my pitch ready. And Tom literally walks over and goes, dude, this is Jake. You got to do Jake's show. You got to let Jake interview you. Like, he'll help you sell so many books. Like, Jake, and just totally wingmans me to Scott. Scott completely treated me different. He goes, wow, dude, are you going to be at New York? We can sit down and do a real sit down interview if you want. Like wow. I'm like an actual professional or something. I was like, or remotely, if I don't make it. But I got, let me show you what I got. I have them over here.
That's pretty cool that he was your wingman with Scott Snyder. Yeah, that Bilkus Evely remark that Jake got is amazing. Juice Dragon's got a couple of SIGs by Bilkus.
So we timed it perfectly to be at, we tried to go to Daniel Warren Johnson first. And the big thing you're going to learn at Comic-Con is like, you'll see a line and you're like, wow, that line should be longer. And you'll go up and there's this big guy holding a sign that says, and it'll be like, the line's capped, bro. Like, which basically means they're not. And it's like, they're super like, yeah, bro, you missed it. It's capped. Like, you're like, okay, I see the sign now. I just didn't see it until I walked up, But we missed Daniel Warren Johnson the first day, which it's because he's the nicest guy. He gives everyone a free remark. So we were like, why don't we just wait here for Nick Dragotta, who's the artist from East of West. He's currently doing Absolute Batman. We'll be first with him, and then we'll be ready to go for Scott Snyder. So I did buy a lot of exclusive DC merch.
Ooh.
Like this Vertigo shirt.
Wait. Let's see what you got.
This Vertigo shirt.
That's cool.
This hat. And
That's
then
cool.
I got this Absolute Batman shirt.
Oh, that is really cool.
And this isn't one from DC. This is one from our friend David. But I do want to show it off because I didn't get a chance to wear it at the con. But he made me this Bane fighting Absolute Batman shirt, which is awesome.
Is this David that drew me the?
Yep.
And did he drew that?
Yep.
Wow.
Right.
So did you have like Snyder or King sign it? Did you get it signed? That's actually a really nice color and stuff.
It is. David was a little late on the shirt, so they had to ship it to me. And by the time I got it, I didn't get another chance to see them. But that was originally the intent. But there was one thing I bought. So I thought that OPB had gotten the first trade paperback of Absolute Batman, so I called dibs. It turns out that this is actually a galley copy, but it's like the full trade paperback, but it's like specifically says not for sale. So like I would have felt like that was a little funky to get signed. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. What's a galley copy?
So a galley copy is sent out for major marketing and publicity campaign. So basically it's sent to retailers and comic shops so that they can see what the trade paperback is going to look like. So it's kind of like a marketing sample, I guess. But I was sad that I wasn't going to have something for them to sign together, but they were selling these and I wish I would have known the price, but I was committed. They did standard size hardcovers with exclusive Jim Lee variant covers. Variant so they were 50 bones each, so I couldn't buy all of them, but it literally says on the back convention exclusive. And I couldn't resist. I bought this. I got Nick and Snyder to sign. So this is Snyder's signature.
Nice.
And then Dragotta.
Where did you, was that at the DC merchandise table?
Yes. So let me show you a picture of what that looks like. So let me see. Oh, look at this one. Look at this picture. Look at this little guy I met.
Oh, nice.
Stan. So this is part of the mural of the golden age of DC.
And this was the background of their booth?
Yeah. I don't know if I got a big picture of the booth. The DC booth was, look at these awesome, like, professional shots Jordan got of some of these DC creators. Yeah, I don't think I got a, okay, so here you go. Here's the mural that they had.
Oh, whoa. Wow. Who did that? Do you know?
Someone tell us. But
that's a lot of drawing.
Yep. It's a lot of characters.
Yeah, so, that is super cool.
So I got the stuff signed by Dragotta. Dragotta also was nice enough to give me because I didn't know who Dragotta was at Heroes Con, and because I didn't put together he was the artist of Batman or of East of West, so I didn't bring anything for him. But it all worked out. I got my East of West compendium signed and remarked by Dragotta.
Oh, cool. Wow.
So, and then lastly, my personal single issue copy signed by Dragotta and Snyder.
Very cool.
And then because he's like the architect of the best Batman, DC, Justice League stuff ever, I got all of these absolutes signed by Scott Snyder, which maybe was a little overkill, but you know what? I don't regret it because you know what? Absolutes are lighter than an omnibus.
And he had no problem with that?
No problem. I think because Scott, Tom talked me up,
Yeah, that's cool of him. Phenomenal AC. I can't wait for my Tom King Batman omnibus to get here. It was unanimously recommended by Jess and Batmantha, so I'm stoked to read it. Yeah, I still love that Samantha's question to me. She was like a little more than halfway through it, and she said, "When does this get bad?" I loved everything in it, and I said, "Well, I can't. I didn't think it was bad at all," and so she ended up really enjoying the whole thing. I just love that. When is this supposed to get bad? Never, because it's great.
I cashed in all my annoying fan chips, and Tom is nice enough to ship me a personal copy of that book early. So I should have that book maybe as soon as next week.
Wow. Flexing.
Yep.
Copic is an alcohol marker made famous by Adam Hughes.
Uh-oh. Looks like I shouldn't get those.
No, I think what?
It's an alcohol-based marker.
I don't think you're going to be sucking the pen. I'm sure there are people that have, but
these were some stuff done by our friends at Clover Press who were nice enough to I guess they had shipped me a book because I'm on their comp list, but they didn't know I had moved, and I didn't know that on their comp list was like a thing that would like continue. So they were nice enough to give me a copy of their new book, Game Master. So I'm excited to check this out and do some content.
Oh, Game Masters. Okay.
Role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons in which players take roles and heroes of their own story. This story of the tabletop's triumph in our digital age begins in the actual sword-wielding warriors leading. So I guess it's a New York Times best-selling and award-winning comic creators come together to take you on an incredible journey from the past to screenlit presence, showing not just how these games work, but why we love them. So
that's
one thing about Clover Press, as you know them, is they make whatever book they really want to make for themselves. You know what I mean? Like they make the kind of books that they want to own and collect, and they are gorgeous, man. Like look at these.
Oh, is that the Dowderman one? That the X? Yeah, I have the Dowderman. I don't have the Alex Malev one.
Have you seen the slipcase version of the Mike Allred one? The Marvel one?
I feel like somebody sent me that. I can't remember.
It hasn't come out. It hasn't come out yet.
Right. You know what they're really good at is keeping you posted on every step of the way on their Kickstarters. That is super appreciated by me. I just, I just really appreciate the fact that they're very communicative. They're good at communicating. Did you buy that?
I wish. This is me with Bill Quiss and Matt.
Oh, yeah. And you said they were both lovely.
They were both so nice and just so happy to be there. This is not a statue. This is an actual person walking around in their Galactus cosplay.
What the heck? Whoa.
It was next level, bro.
Look
at this, dude. That's the costume, dude. It looks like Jordan took close-up photos of an action figure, but that's the face, and look how tall it was in comparison to everything around it, bro.
Oh, man. That's amazing. That is really cool. And was this at a panel, or you guys...
That was just some person that made that and was walking around the convention the whole day.
Whoa.
It was a fun time, man. I think that was most of the cool.
Is that a cosplayer with his dog?
Yeah. I got to go to some of the retail only panels, which was cool.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Dude, I got to see a presentation done by Chip Kidd, who we know Taylor's a massive fan of. Yeah. And he's doing this awesome Marvel Avengers graphic novel with Abrams. and that looks awesome. I met one of my favorite YouTubers who was one of the early people on my channel. So that's Sal from Comic Pop, and it was just a great time.
Wow, you had an adventure. Let's see. I don't remember what this was. The deluxe has a slipcase, so might be
of Helen of Windhorn.
Oh, okay. 8,
So
5,
yeah.
12 and 3/16.
So I didn't even mention the best signature experience I had. So the first thing we do when we get there, even before Tom's line, is we go to Frank Miller's booth, and we find out that Frank Miller was only going to be signing for 2 hours on only Saturday, and you had to pre-buy tickets, and they were $100, and that ticket was only good for one single signature. And I had brought 3 books that I wanted to get signed, and I can't pay $300 for 3 signatures. You know, that's out of my budget. So I bought one. I then could not decide the entire weekend what one book I was going to. So my 3 choices were, I brought Absolute Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I brought Absolute Year One, specifically the original coloring. And I brought the Daredevil by Frank Miller companion omnibus, the one that holds what I think the best thing he's ever written, Daredevil Born Again.
Right.
So
those are 3 solid choices. What did you choose?
To be clear, I couldn't put every personal thing on the employee card. I asked permission for the remark, and I had to be like, I want to network with an artist that's about to like blow up and win an Eisner. So finally the day of, I get there, it's like 9 and the signing's not till 11. And I tell myself, if they have any tickets left, I'll buy a second ticket. That way I can at least get 1 DC book signed and 1 Marvel book signed. Right. And I buy, they have a couple tickets left. I buy a ticket. Right. So I decided there's already a line for me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wait in line until Frank gets here, because I don't want to spend the entire day in Frank's line. I'd rather just wait an hour and a half and then spend the rest of the day making content and stuff. So and at the same time, I asked my friend, so Jordan was only there till Friday night and he left Saturday morning. He gave his badge to my friend Chris, so Chris could film photos, take photos and film videos and stuff, because JP didn't want to buy a second ticket that wasn't used the full time. Right.
Yeah, they're expensive, right?
They are. So I asked my friend, because all JP wanted, he said, if you can get me a remark from Ryan Otley, because JP has made his fortune with Invincible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you guys are the go-to for Invincible.
Yeah. So Ryan Otley's was on the other side of the table as Frank. So I asked my friend, can you wait for Ryan Otley's line to start? That way I don't have to wait in 2 crazy lines. So I get up to the front of Frank Miller, and I'm kind of fumbling, but I'm just like, he gets up. There's all these security guards around him. They're like very strict, no pictures, no videos, no anything. Frank does not allow it. Right. And to be honest, Frank did not look great, so it seemed like really special that I was going to get this opportunity. So I felt good that I bought a second ticket. Out of nowhere, I realized the person in front of me in line isn't the person who's been in front of me for 2 hours. You know what I mean? I'm like, who is this person in front of me? So I'm like, I asked the person behind me, I'm like, hey, like, is this guy always here? And he's like, I don't think so, man. And the one funny story about waiting in line is I had talking to my line buddy, and I had mentioned to him that I have a YouTube channel. I was making conversation, and he was being polite about it. And then the only time I got recognized the whole convention was while I was in line. Someone goes, oh my God, Jake from the Brave and the Boys. Like, he had the artist edition of Year One and the artist edition of Born Again, and said, I collected single issues until I discovered your channel. Look what I brought for Frank to sign. You got me into collected editions. Like, can we take a picture? And then the guy was like, wow, so you do have a YouTube channel. And it totally like gave me, made me feel like, seemed like I wasn't making it up. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
So I get to the front of the line, and I'm like, hey, you're like, this is a profound privilege to get to meet you. You're one of the greatest of all time. Like, like your work is legendary. I know I have to get Born Again signed, because I think it's the best thing you've ever written. But I can't decide between these two. I only have one ticket left. Is there one you'd rather sign? And he goes, don't tell anyone. Don't even tell the handlers. But for you, I'll sign all three.
Oh, cool.
And I got all three books signed. I told him, I said, I think in Born Again, even though it's a Daredevil storyline, it has like the best Avengers panel of all time. It has the best Captain America panel of all time in Born Again. The one where Captain America gets stonewalled by the general, the general, and the general kind of snidely goes, "Oh, we love how loyal you've been over the years, Cap." And Cap holds the American flag and goes, "I'm only loyal to the dream, General." That's like the single best Captain America panel of all time. So I got Born Again signed.
Wow, that is so cool of him.
Right?
Yeah.
I think I got to ask him if he had a preference on the coloring of the absolutes. He says he prefers the original, but he knows that Dave prefers the recoloring.
Okay.
The only thing that kind of
original coloring, the one you
yeah,
have?
which is the
Okay.
I
still have the deluxe edition, so I'm fine with that.
The only thing that bummed me out is he sat down the pen and I was like, I think he forgot that he offered to give me 3 signatures, but then he remembered, but he picked up a black pen, which I don't think stands out as well as the gold pen did, but still, I'm not going to complain with a free signature, right?
Yeah, that's great of him.
Okay,
Okay,
I was shocked that Cap and the Flag was in Born Again.
Here's somebody that knows what's going on. Adrian, yeah, exactly. Black Cat Omni should be evergreen.
I told Alex that we thought that you thought Black Cat was amazing, and he said, have him answer me this then. Why was that series canceled 3 times? So he's just such a negative Nancy, bro.
Jed McKay wrote enough for an Omni, so that wasn't canceled. I mean, I'm talking about that book, not Black Cat as a character. I'm specifically talking about that book. You know, why was Kelly Thompson always cut off at 12 issues and never given anything besides Captain Marvel? It just happens. Phenomenal. Sounds good, Jess. I'll definitely be getting into Action Comics. Thanks for the explanation and recommendation. You are welcome. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, I should show off the stuff I got from Tyler Kirkham. This is the last thing I have to show off. For my wife, I had to do this. Shoot, I don't know where I put it. So for my wife, she's never really been big into comics, but the book that got her into comics was Something Is Killing the Children. So I made sure that I could get a James Tynion signature. I got to meet James Tynion, but I told him what the book meant to my wife, and I had him sign the book to Jess. So to my wife, not Omnidog. But I also bought my wife this print from Tyler Kirkham.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, dude, isn't his art rad?
And did she love it?
She was like, oh, you shouldn't have. I think she likes it, but I think she'll like it more when it's framed and put on the wall. Right now, she's just like, we need to buy a frame. That's my wife for you. But for JP, I got him not only the Ryan Otley remark, but a matching Tyler Kirkham Omni-Man remark to go with it.
Whoa.
Dude, look at that 1-to-1. I know you haven't read a lot of Invincible, but that 1-to-1 remark of Mark Grayson by Ryan Otley, dude, is legendary.
Yeah, I've read enough to know that the 2 characters, Omni-Man and Invincible Kid or whatever his name is.
Invincible.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't say I was shocked. And the cover, at this point, I'm kind of, it takes like a cheesecake cover, specifically cheesecake, to get me to notice anything, because I've been so desensitized to it all these years. I never looked at it as a cheesecake book. I looked at it as a she's an awesome thief with amazing backup plans and regular plans. And I actually, I just never.
If you want to talk about cake, it's not cheesecake, it's beefcake. But the variant covers in Tom Taylor's Nightwing omnibus, dear Lord, have you seen them, bro? I mean,
No.
you've seen the one I made a shirt of. Here, I'll defend you.
Oh,
This is
I have
what
seen
real
that.
cake is.
Yeah. Okay, I'll wait for Pope Romero until he gets back. Oh, I'm so sorry about this one. Yeah, I'm sorry, Razor, about that. I think I was the only person that liked that.
Actually, Alex loved Batman Reptilian.
He
No,
did?
I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. I don't know if he's read it.
Wait, here you have to check out Pope Romero's. You remember the comment about Misery that was just made?
Oh no.
Here's Misery.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh man, those faces fit perfectly. Pope, nice job.
So this is one of them.
Okay, wait. Yeah.
So,
and what book is this in?
This is the new Nightwing by Tom Taylor and Bruno omnibus.
Okay.
These variant covers that were just. I made this one a t-shirt that I think you guys have seen.
Yeah. What, didn't you make something a shower curtain?
Oh, I showed you it could be a shower curtain.
Oh, okay.
But I never pulled the trigger. I think those were it. But yeah, dude, this book is dope.
Yeah, I need to get up to date on that one. Let's see. Oh, here's Renee. Round 2 for Omnidog and Kid Omni today. Renee was Renee's Jake's real life comic pal. He lives near Jake.
Yeah.
Renee's a good guy and a good guy to know.
He was nice enough to reach out to me one. So we met up at WonderCon, and he never let me live this down because I was super new into comics. I had maybe 100 subscribers at the time, and he goes, "I just met Tom King for the first time and Mitch," and I was like on a high, and he goes, "Dude, like my wife is kind of getting ready to go," and he goes, "Hey, do you want to go meet Daniel Warren Johnson after this?" And I go, "I don't know who that is. I'm gonna go home." And I've never lived that down, but like a year later, he was nice enough to hit me up and say, "Hey, do you want to grab lunch?" And we're not today. We hung out. I think he left with 15 books, and my collection was lighter. There wasn't that many, but
he's a good guy. I really liked him.
Dude. And he made his first stream debut today.
Yeah. Yeah, was Freddy supposed to send me a Steven Universe watching guide or something? I don't even remember that conversation. As much as I would love to watch Steven Universe, I know that's not happening in this reality. Focusing on other battles. Good man. Jake, was your hotel in a more seedy area than Heroes Con? And was there a gentleman's club across the street with a broken sign? That's right.
So what I'll say is that I didn't fear for my life like I did near the homeless encampment by Bunk's Hotel. That was like, I literally think I saw a young Bruce Wayne's parents get shot in that alleyway and him make a solemn vow against crime. But weirdly, I saw the same amount of nudity, even though there was no gentleman's club near my hotel. So it was, yeah.
Phenomenal's happy that you could share your story. Thanks for sharing your experience. The pictures and stories make me want to go to a con. I've never been to one. Phenomenal. Where are you in the States?
I think the cons are really special when you're there with people, whether it's the creators that you meet, big or small, or the people that you go with, or the people that you meet up with. You know what I mean? Like Heroes Con wouldn't have been the same without the crew that we all hung out with, in the same way that like had I gone solo to Comic-Con, it wouldn't have been the same as getting to go with Jordan and getting to go with my friend Chris and meeting up with my friend Paul. It's definitely like having a community, but then also making community there.
Yeah. Okay. Haha, I was wrong. SDCC has outgrown the SD Convention Center. SD Convention Center, Anaheim Convention is okay. SD Convention Center does have more total space over Anaheim Convention Center. That's for sure. Okay, this is true. I'm not surprised to James Abel. If Alex Kingston, and he means Ming Na, were in the cast, he would never forget it, though. That's for Steven Universe. Paul has never actually been to a Comic-Con either. If there isn't a line, how willing are creators to converse, or so they just sign your books and send you on your way?
There's a lot of variables, and it can vary for the same creator. Like I felt like Chris Claremont's line didn't move because he spent 35 minutes with every single person, and I didn't even get a brisk head nod, but
yeah.
Also, it depends on the line. It depends on what you do. Like if they see that you're a massive fan and you strike up the conversation, they might be more receptive. But I've had awesome real moments with creators, and I've had thank you and a signature, but more often than not, I've had good experiences. I haven't. Who'd you get that? Like you said it was just like Jim on your book for $20, not even. We can't say anything bad about that now. But yeah,
which makes me think. I had said, that he may have not been feeling well, and 2 years later he passes, and so maybe he wasn't feeling well. But compared to a lot of other people, like I got something signed by Frank Cho, and he didn't even look up. He was just like signing, and I was the only person there. I was just went up and said, "Hey, this is a really cool cover." He just went, "Frank Cho here." I never even looked up. So, and I heard secondhand, and I can't think of who it was, that at Heroes Con, Mike Barron was like almost antagonistically rude. He was like not happy to be there, had a grumpy face on the whole time, and was like almost arguing with you if you wanted a signature. So I don't think I'm gonna get anything signed by him. That sounds like he was pissed off at the world.
Well, I think the thing is, bringing up the Jim Shooter thing is an excellent point, because it's not just true for older creators, but for any creators. You never know when someone's last convention is. You never know what could happen. So getting to meet the creators that you admire in person is like special, even if they don't have a lot, even if there's a massive line and they don't have a lot of time. Like you never know. Like I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to meet Frank Miller again, So like but it's so special in the moment, and there are creators that I'll never get to see because they're not with us anymore, So
yeah.
It's just if you really love these creators, and I've also felt, and maybe I don't know if you had any experience with this, Jess. I look back to when I met Gail Simone for the first time, and she saw me with my rolling cart and with a lid on, and she just looked like, oh my God, this guy with 60 single issues of like number ones or whatever. I think they treat, when you whip out an Omni or an Absolute or these really premium editions, I felt I've gotten, because like, it's different than the guys who come up with a rolling cart with all number ones that immediately get polybagged by CGC and they don't even look at it. Like with these, they know that these are our personal copies because no one's taking Absolute editions to re-sign and resell. That's like ridiculous. But I've felt when the creators see me with these massive collected books, I felt like I've been treated nicer than when I've just had single issues. I don't know if that's a bias or maybe that's just confirmation bias, but I think they truly do get excited to see these things they don't see as often.
I've learned for single issues, it's a little thing, but it makes them much happier is if you have it personalized.
Yeah.
That's how I made Adam Hughes when I saw him at Torpedo comics, I think in 2018, that I had a bunch of books for him to sign, and I had almost all of them made out to Jess, and he was he he's not super emotive, but he was very friendly, and I think that really helped. That and somebody at Heroes Con, it might have been Maniac Matt. I know Hondo's in the chat, but he was who's he? Can't think of who it was that he was standing in line for, but it was an absolute maybe it was Absolute Batman.
So
Nick
maybe
Dragotta.
Dragotta.
I think it was.
People have a short box of number ones.
Yeah, and that's who was in front of Matt, and he had like 2 comics, and this guy had like 60 copies of number 1, and we all know what he's going to do with that. And halfway through the signing of the 60, Nick said, "Why don't we take a break and I'll sign a few people other comics." And
see, that's fair. You should like, but like also the inverse is true. Like when we got up to Daniel Warren Johnson, he had just done an hour-long signing for Image, and then 2 hours at the Felix booth. So he'd been signing for 3 hours. That's a lot of time. And when the line was capped, he's like, "And whatever you do, you better not say, 'What if I only have one comic?' Because if I say yes to your one comic, there's 20 others with their one comic, and that's 20 more books for him to sign. He'll be here tomorrow." But I've always almost felt like there should be an express line. You know what I mean? But
well, if you come up, there should be a rule. If you come up with more than 5 copies, you should be shuttled off to the side and just wait for him. You'll have to wait for 2 hours because he'll sign for 6 or 10 people. Then he'll sign a couple for you and just keep going like that. That is so unfair to the creator and the people in line. So I think they should be pushed off to the side and just say, "I'll get to these when I can." Anything over 10, I think.
There was this older gentleman, older gentleman. He was fuming in Chris Claremont's line because he was mad that Chris was spending too much time talking to the fans, and he was like trying to get everybody on his side. Like, "Can you believe this?" And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, dude, if I have to wait a little bit longer because a creator is giving everybody a fair amount of time to converse, and I get that same amount of time, I'm completely fine, because like I'm not just there for the signature. I'm also there to get to talk to the creators or get to meet them. And I was like, dude, like one of the security guards was like, "Dude, you're at a convention, man. Be happy." And the guy like took his little folded. He had one of those folding chairs, like, and he was like, "I'm leaving," and he like stormed off. And I was like, okay. But to be fair, Chris Claremont did chat with people for a long time.
Well, I think that's charming and part of the experience.
Yeah.
And every fan that got to talk to him will remember that forever. That's a big deal. That's when I first got things signed by Snyder and Capullo at AwesomeCon in 2017 and 2018. The line took a long time because Snyder was nice and talked to everybody, and Capullo, he was kind of sarcastic but he would talk too. And I really treasure that. That's really nice when you can connect with a creator like that. So if you go into Chris Claremont's signing line, you should be prepared for that and get excited, because if you're nice, he might do the same thing for you. Not that old guy with the folding chair.
And the way he got up and in one angry motion, like whoosh, to fold up his chair, like he was the most angry man I've ever seen, bro. He stomped off, bro.
Tolga, good to see you. Glad you're here. Smothery Lion, just wondering if you had looked up Marvel Legends Dragon Man yet. It's going for anywhere from what? Dragon Man. Dragon Man? Dragon Man. I I do not even know who Dragon Man is. So I am particularly not spending 175 on it. Wow. Who is Dragon Man Smothery? Glad you are. Is that Tom and Jerry?
Okay, wait. Can you do that again, but make Jordan the bulldog? You know the bulldog.
That's a cat and a. Wait, who did I say it was? Not Sylvester.
No, wait, that is Tom and Jerry. But
Tom
you know
and
how,
Jerry.
yeah,
What?
but you know how there's the bulldog character in Tom and
Oh,
Jerry.
yeah.
That's like, I want to.
Yeah.
Can you do that same? Can you make it so Jess is Tom, I'm Jerry, and Jordan's the bulldog that stands up for Jerry?
Isn't that the cover? This is the mural that you saw of the new history of the DC
I
universe.
believe it's a special variant cover because my two covers of, I believe my covers don't have that cover on it.
Oh, Scott Koblish, I think, did that mural. Thank you. Wow, all those signatures and remarks are amazing. What did you use to carry all those books around? Sorry if this was already talked about.
It's not. I'll grab it. So I'm on my third iteration of this. Every convention, I see someone with a better rolling cart with one feature better than the one that I have, and I learn my lesson. So there are these folding carts. The first convention I got, I made the mistake of buying the cheapest one. It only had 2 wheels, and you have to suitcase it around at an angle. And when it's stacked with 50 pounds of books, like that was really tiring. So I returned it and I upgraded to one with 4 wheels. Then there's one with slightly better wheels. There is an even better version I don't have. It has these weird like octagon spikes on the wheels so we can go up escalators. That's intense. I don't have that one.
Yours was definitely better than mine.
Yeah, but Chris had a better. But Chris, okay, so the one I shipped to North Carolina, Chris got a better one. So the way his was better that mine has now is there was no spot for my lid if you weren't using it. My lid didn't fold into the rolling cart. So you want to get one where the bottom and the lid can fold in. Otherwise, you're like, if you take the lid off, you just have to hold the lid awkwardly. But I'll show my rolling cart.
Okay. And Freddy just texted me who Dragon Man is. Let me show you who Dragon Man is from Freddy. Dragon Man selling for 150 to 175. That's a big figure. Is that a and here he is. Here he is with glasses on. So it appears he is a good guy. Thank you, Freddy. Appreciate it.
I got my rolling cart to show to the person that chatted, and you dipped me off the screen.
I'm sorry. I didn't know how long it was going to take you.
No, it's fine. Yeah, man. So that was my convention. I would say that I didn't feel the community aspect like I felt at Heroes Con. But it definitely was more beneficial in terms of networking than I've ever experienced. Like people who say there's no, maybe it was different this year because there wasn't really any Hollywood. Marvel and DC weren't there really. I mean, DC had a little bit of stuff there, but there was a lot of real comic stuff going on.
That's great. What do you want to show us your
I'll get up again. Yeah.
The cart? Sorry. I had the same kind of cart, but his was better. And he'll show you why. Or not. Okay. Mine only had, I had to push mine because it didn't have the proper handle, and his had the proper kind of thing where he had 4 wheels, and it was like mine was being pulled at an angle, but his was flat with the floor. So that was much better than mine.
It's not a contest, man. If it works for you, it's a personal choice.
Yeah, Curtis is over at Clover Press, and all the updates are always written by him. And I'm sure that is why, part of the reason why there's such great communication is because Curtis is so good at that.
I think the head guy, I'm not sure if he's the head guy, but the guy that I usually talk with is his name's Hank, and he's awesome.
Okay, yeah. Jake at the hotel blinds. Shame.
Dude, I'm not gonna say what it was, but curtains weren't even remotely open. They were fully open. Nothing was hidden. I was just like, oh my God. And the guy made eye contact and rudely not rudely, but he shut the blinds afterwards.
Can
he
you
knew
put
what he
in the
was doing.
private chat what it was?
Yeah.
I wish it was drugs or something, but I'm sure it was what I'm thinking it is. The Brave and the Boys was the 3rd YouTube channel I found in this community after Very Fine Condition and Omnidog. Awesome to see you getting these opportunities, Jake. You definitely deserve it, brother. Yeah.
Thank you.
He puts a lot of work into that channel.
Okay, man. Don't read the private chat because it is really bad. I mean, you can
Oh,
read it.
read
Don't
it
read it
out
out loud.
loud?
Don't read it out loud.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have called the cops.
It seemed like a fun version of that, not like a dangerous version.
Like
if that
a
makes sense.
consensual version?
Like paid, you know.
Yeah. Okay, wow. Okay.
I was like, Jordan, what is that? And he goes, huh? And then I swear to God, it was like when a cartoon wolf sees a pie in a windowsill, his eyes shot out.
Paul says, Jake, Born Again is Frank Miller's best story. I like how you think.
Well, what do you think is his best story, Jess? Do you have a preference on what you think the best Frank Miller story is?
Dark Knight Returns is what got me back into comics. So I have that's kind of close to my heart as much as I love his Daredevil and Batman Year One. That's the book that brought me back into comics. I loved it so much.
So I think the reason my perspective will always be different is that I feel Born Again and Year One as a current modern reader who never lived through the 80s and never lived in a pre-Dark Knight Returns world. I feel as if Year One and Born Again both feel a little more timeless. Well, I feel like Dark Knight Returns is such a testament to what the 80s were like, you know,
true.
Even though I've never lived through them, but it feels to me like I'll never get to fully appreciate it in the way that you do because I've never lived in a pre-Dark Knight Returns world. But to me, I feel like Year One and Born Again feel a little more timeless versus being an encapsulation of that decade.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good point. Renee loves Frank's signature.
Yeah.
Good guess, Jake. Is that Curious George?
Oh man, that might be the best one. But why does he look so angry at me? I'm a good monkey.
I don't think I look angry. You are an artist, Pope. That's the best. Oh man. Wait, is Renee still at your house?
No, we hung out until about 4, and I was like, dude, I want to hang out longer, but I'm about to be on a stream for 3 hours. I need a shower and eat some dinner and have like a little bit of alone time before I'm on stream for 3 hours.
Yeah. Bunk asked, Jake and Jess, what have been your favorite SummerSlam matches so far?
The Grand Slam. I don't know anything about wrestling. and Bunk knows it.
Yeah, I know. That's why he's asking us.
And now we're gonna have to like, you know what? Can we just skip the 30 people in the chat that start talking about wrestling right now? I just sit there glazed over.
At least half the chat is into wrestling. At least.
Yeah.
Paul, hey, my wife likes something that's killing the children too. She got Tiny Onion's signature at Third Eye. Paul, we should meet sometime there. Let me highlight that.
We got to talk about his rise and fall of the Batman omnibus, and he introduced me to his head of marketing. And they said that they focused on Instagram and TikTok first, but now they want to get into the YouTube space, so they want to start doing interviews and stuff with YouTubers. So I got her email, which is awesome.
Oh, that's great.
They want to do a lot of stuff. I don't even, his current series right now is Exquisite Corpses, and they want to do a lot of stuff to promote that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we should meet for lunch or something at Third Eye Comics in Annapolis, right? Or do you go to a different? Tinian has to have been at the Annapolis store.
What's the place that I ate near Third Eye that was ridiculous?
Oh,
Ruthie
you
George's
went
or something?
Ruth and Chicks.
Yeah. Where you can get a milkshake with the whole pie on top of it.
Yeah. They have like a gallon milkshake and a hamburger that's as big as your plate. And if you can finish them, you get your name up on the wall. You don't have to have them at the same time. You can do one or the other. You get your name on the wall and a t-shirt. I might be able to drink the milkshake, but I'd have to actually see the size of it. But yeah, they're kind of an Annapolis institution. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. Kid Invincible. Okay, this looks good. What is it? Cake? Oh, this was the cake for Nightwing.
I like this comment. This is what they think me and Jordan saw on the windowsill. Someone reading Trouble.
And is this what you asked for?
Oh, it is. Jordan's the bulldog. Dude, speaking of kindness is the real punk rock. One of the videos I made for Tom King on Instagram, I posted on YouTube, it's just I call it a sizzle reel. It's like clips of his book spinning around or zoomed in, things like that. It's about 40 seconds long, about Up in the Sky, and I put the song, the punk rocker song from the movie on it.
Oh yeah,
and it got like 1,000 views in 2 weeks, it's a YouTube short. So, but then out of nowhere, my phone blew up one day, and I looked down, and it was like 120,000 views in one day on my YouTube short.
Wow,
Up in the Sky, and I'm like, dude, like, I really hope. I mean, I know that it went viral because of the song choice, but if 120,000 people learned about the existence of Up in the Sky, I am happy.
Yeah, I would say so. Oh, here's another Reptilian fan. I thought Batman Reptilian was dope. Liam Sharp's art was tremendous. Yes, Renee, we have a even newer basis for our friendship. Nice.
Can I highlight this comment right here? I think it's fun.
Go right ahead.
My favorite Frank Miller series will always be his first run on Daredevil. That made me see that American comics could be compared to European. Oh, I'm going to butcher that word. How do you say it?
Band-Aid Decene. Yeah, that's a term that Europeans use for, I forget what the exact translation is, but Europeans, maybe rightly so, I don't know, consider the European comics superior to ours.
So what I'll say is that I'm really happy the Frank Miller Daredevil omnibus, not the companion omnibus, the Daredevil omnibus, starts with the first few issues where he just did the art and didn't write it, because those are, even with good art, there's such a slog to get through. And then you start when Frank Miller, sorry, that's my watch, I'm sorry. It starts when Frank Miller takes over the writing. it's like a 100% quality jump in terms of how readable, how good it is. And it's almost better that you get an appreciation of what it was like before he was the writer.
Cool. I agree. Jess is the cheesecake connoisseur. Am I Shrek and you're Donkey there? I think so. Do you see this, Jake?
Yeah. The funniest part is that is the most Shrek-like face he could have picked for you.
Yeah,
It literally looks like you're screaming donkey.
Donkey. Garth Ennis writing Batman Reptilian turned out exactly as weird as one would think based on his past work. Yeah, that's what I pointed out in the review. It was nice to see. It was sorry. Wait, did I disconnect Jake?
No, I was gonna pet my cat for a second because he's crying.
Oh,
So I was like, let me just pause my mic for a second, but I should have given you warning. I was trying to
no, that's fine.
be able to pet my cat.
Okay. It's nice to see Renee today. Is that Dr. Evil? I'm not sure. Thanks, Pope. God, you're just near Crime Alley. I do not recommend, and Kane's been to a lot of conventions. I do not recommend going to massively sized conventions as your first convention. It can get overwhelming very quickly. I totally agree with you, Kane. I think Heroes Con is the perfect first convention. It is never crowded. They keep things so, the aisles and the main floors are just, you never feel like anybody's, coming up from behind or that you're crashing into some people. The aisles in like Artist Alley can sometimes get crowded, but it usually is just gawkers that are looking at things, and it calms down pretty quickly.
Pope, my next request is, can you make me and Jess Calvin and Hobbes? But I think it's funnier if Jess is Calvin, because you would expect me to be Calvin.
Oh, okay. You live in Michigan. It would be great if you could make it to Heroes, especially after hearing Jess and everyone speak so fondly of it. Yeah, I am flying the next time, so I'm not driving that again. I do not have it in me, so I'm gonna fly and Uber to my hotel. I like that hotel that I stayed at. Greetings to Safar. Good to see you. Plus, you'll need to do a lot of prep before going to convention. It's not just a stroll in the park. It's a whole dang event, like going to Disney. You plan for Disney, you plan for Comic-Con. Yeah, you're 100% right.
What else? Yeah, about Comic-Con specifically is we didn't know how it worked much because it was our first one. So like we would go to a signing, like we would try to go to a signing one day and they'd be like, "Where's your wristband?" And I'm like, "Where do we get a wristband?" They're like, "You're supposed to come first thing in the morning and get a wristband." So we learned very quickly this. We learned after the first day, we quickly learned the system, so we didn't miss out again.
At San Diego or Heroes?
San Diego. You want to like it's more complex than other conventions I've been to where there's lottery systems, there's ticketing systems. So you really want to learn the system for bigger conventions because they're all different.
I was such a mess at Heroes Con. I don't know how it happened, but I lost my wristband. And I had to show up first thing in the morning, Friday morning. And they said, "Okay, this is the only one we can give you for replacement." And I said,
wasn't it extra funny because didn't you give me a hard time for giving Chris my wristband because I was trying to be responsible?
Yes, you gave it to him for safekeeping. And yeah, I that flashed through my mind as I tore my hotel room apart. Razor had a good experience with Mike Barron. Okay, that's good. Mike Barron was nice to me at Heroes. We talked about his Kickstarter. He asked if I still had the disc in my Nexus 3 and said not to remove it since a digital version would be part of the Kickstarter. Okay, good. I'm glad you had a good experience with Mike Barron. That's why I asked if the signature can be personalized. I won't ever sell my comics. He signed Nexus 1 through 3 for me. Good. Adam Hughes had a huge issue back of the day doing stuff for free and people flipping them, including having kids ask for free sketches, ended up on eBay before he got home. That's got to be so disheartening. I kind of got that sort of reaction from Frank Cho too, maybe a little warmer. Oh, did he look up and look at you? He didn't even know what he was doing. Wait, what's... Oh, okay. These guys will figure it out. Same thing happened to me with Dragoda. A guy had a huge stack of Absolute Batman ones, getting them signed with CGC witnesses. Ugh.
Did you hear who's doing the annual for the first annual for Absolute Batman?
The artist for the cover or the creator?
The creator that's writing and drawing it?
No.
I'm gonna pull it right now for you. It's they're letting Daniel Warren Johnson write and draw the annual.
Oh, cool. That is so cool.
You ready?
Yeah.
This is so sick, dude. Can I open just the image? Open image, new tab. Oh, well, that's Reddit for you. Okay. Look at this cover, bro.
Whoa. I'm just drinking it all in. Wow.
I think it's Batman supposed to beat up white supremacists, which, hell yeah, I'm down for that.
And that's who all those guys are?
Yeah. And then he also pull up this cover that he's doing. He's doing a cover for the big new event called DCKO.
Oh yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Look at this cover, dude. It's Superman beating up Darkseid in a wrestling match.
That's Darkseid? That's awesome.
Bro, isn't that amazing?
Look at the shoes Superman has on, like wrestling shoes. That's great. And what's that for?
So basically, without getting into spoilers, it's called DCKO, which stands for King Omega, but also KO, like in a fight when you knock someone out. DC basically in this other universe, Darkseid has become the supreme being by killing and absorbing the power of every like the Spectre or Zeus, every like powerful being. Darkseid has pulled in all their power and he's unbeatable. So the heroes find out the only way they can match Darkseid from coming into their universe and wiping them all out is to hold a no bars, no mercy tournament on Apocalypse. And the winner of the fight, they have to fight to the death, but the winner of the fight will have the power to reshape the universe, defeat Darkseid, and bring everybody back from the dead. So it's a way to get the DC heroes. Like Superman, you can bring one item to the fight. So Superman has brass knuckles made of suns, little suns, and it's like Saturday morning cartoons, but PG-13. So because whoever wins the tournament can bring everybody back from the dead and restore the universe into the right way, you actually get to see Superman let loose and really womp on people, because there is, if they show mercy, then they'll never get enough of the Omega energy from Apocalypse to become as powerful enough to stop against Darkseid. So it's this roundabout way. Let me show you some of the art. It's this roundabout way. Yeah, it'll be the next event in their. Okay. It'll be their next event that they're doing. It's written by Scott Snyder. Let me pull up some images for it. So here's Superman with his brass knuckle sons. You see that? His brass knuckle sons.
Amazing.
and then you get like all of these people fighting. Okay, I'm not. Come on, continue. They're so guilty with that. They're like,
Yeah.
so it's just every character you imagine fighting. Look at that, Big Barda versus Power Girl. So
they have to fight each other?
yeah, so basically that's the event. Every DC hero
Oh.
needs to fight together in this tournament to the death with no mercy. And then whoever gets powerful enough can stop Darkseid and bring everybody back and restore the universe how it's supposed to be. And they have to actually show no mercy and stuff. So it's just going to be a fun event where it's like, imagine a modern day Secret Wars where the characters actually like have to like, because otherwise, like, why would Superman ever fight to the death? You know, that's how they wrote the story.
Yeah.
But it looks awesome, bro.
I like it. Juice Dragons. When I went to see Dave Mateus, there was a whole team of 3 or 4 people with dozens of his comics. Oh, it was a whole business being run in the line. To their credit, they let me go ahead of them, but still, there was a guy in the Tyler Kirkham line who got at least 150 books. Man, how did it go? I don't know. I don't see Jewish Dragons. I got this guy's signature, Andrew Robinson, the 5th Beatle. At Heroes, he was working on a commission. I am used to watching people work and just wanted to see the process. 30 seconds later, he goes, "Can I help you?" More shocked and confused, I left him. I left him be.
I feel like you could have just said, "Oh, I just enjoy watching you work," but you gotta play, And Baturdays saying Daniel Warren Johnson, Absolute Batman, is going to be amazing, which it sounds like it is. And Razor needing a full Daniel Warren Johnson run on Batman.
I agree with that.
Here
one
we go.
book that I'm really excited for. That's great. See, you ask for things and he whips them up really quickly.
Next challenge, Superman power bombing Darkseid, but Jess's face is on Superman and Jake's face is on Darkseid. Did you see the Deadpool versus Batman cover he did? I actually don't like it as much as some of his other work because I'm having trouble. Like, I know who the characters are, but I can't really understand what's going on. But it's the Thing fighting. Yeah, it's the Thing fighting Big Barda.
Huh.
I just can't tell what's what. Like, where's his head or what's going on? You know,
where's her head? Oh, he looks like
her head's
punching.
right here. It looks like he. Oh, this is the head. Oh, they punch each other. So she punched him in the face, and he punched her in the face. Okay, I just couldn't find his head this whole time. You know.
Yeah, I see that.
It's still good, but like it's now that I see the heads, it's better. But still,
yeah. That's an exciting book that's happening. If someone wants a signed book, they can buy one with a signature already on it. Getting the chance to have a conversation with a creator, something you might get a few times in your life. That's right.
To highlight this one, I think it's important to talk about tonight. Did you already react to the Bronze Age omnibus announcement? Waiting another year is going to be torture. The Bronze Age banner on the cover is kind of ugly, though. That's probably just a placeholder cover. Let's wait till the actual cover comes out.
Yeah, I am extremely excited about it. I talked about it on Omnibros last night, and I talked about it a little bit on Jake's show today around 4:30. Yeah, I legit thought that the way they had been releasing the books, I thought that we were going to have to wait for the entire Silver Age to be finished before they were going to go into Bronze Age. And I think I told Paul McGrew that this is how I know DC is serious now about everything, because they're releasing it out of order, like they have done with everything. They've done golden, silver, bronze for everything, and it's so great because you're going to get all that original Neil Adams, all that good Denny O'Neil writing, and it'll be exactly how it was supposed to be, and it's going to be super
Hopefully.
exciting because I only own like the only thing I own that's been collected is a trade paperback that has a chunk of stories, but I don't think it's all of it's not all Adams, it's not all Ra's al Ghul. It's only like 8 issues, and that's the only thing I have that's been released for that. So yeah, I am really pumped, and I'm really excited that DC's really taking this seriously. This bodes well for the future.
To highlight our buddy right here, what's our take on DC Finest? I'm guessing World's Finest after the Devil Nietzsche arc. Does the series stay as strong? I think the series stays amazing up until when Dan Mora leaves. I haven't read past that. Some of the volumes I felt like were kind of like filler, but the overarching arc that kind of gives you a prequel, sequel, origin, whatever to Kingdom Come was awesome. It was really, really good. Have you read much past the Devil Nietzsche arc?
I have only read volume 2, which I thought was good. That first book is just amazing with the Devil Nietzsche's.
Did you see the deluxe got solicited?
Yeah, and it's got issues 1 through 6. Is that, I think?
I feel like it's got to have more than 6 issues, right?
I don't know. Maybe it's the first 2 books.
I would think so. And to highlight this one, yes, Weapons is my most hyped up horror movie of the year.
Lou talked about that last night, and now I also am looking, and I think Sean also talked about it. I am looking forward to that too.
I got the Neil Adams art book.
Yeah, we both did.
Has yours come in yet? Which cover did you get?
I got the Green Lantern cover. No, wait. I have
Green Lantern on the spine, but I think Batman on the front.
I have I ordered the Ra's al Ghul one.
Okay, I think that's what I have.
Yeah, I just bought it, and I think it's probably coming soon. Okay, wait. Dragon Man is originally a villain. He was an android created by the Professor. Diablo posed as a visiting professor and reprogrammed Dragon Man to go after the FF. However, he had a thing for Sue, and they used that to capture him. He appeared in Captain America and Avengers books, and eventually came back to the FF. Valeria reprogrammed him to be super smart, and he joined the Future Foundation.
Have you seen Fantastic Four yet? I know you
no,
saw
Superman, I haven't. Right? I haven't. Maybe this week I can.
See it with your movie buddy?
Yeah. We were supposed to see it last Monday, but I wasn't feeling well. No, Square. He went on to do his own thing.
Here we go.
Wow. Wait, you're Darkseid and I'm Superman?
Of course. I'm never the good character.
This is Dave Mateus. Mateus was super cool. I had him sign the Dr. Fate compendium. He said back in the 90s, DC let them basically do anything with the characters. He's always been a favorite writer. Oh yeah, we already saw that. That's cool.
My poor cats are not doing well with my wife being gone and me doing multiple streams all weekend. They just keep crying like they're being ignored.
Yeah, no, I thanks. It's not something that we should put on the air.
I'm not, all I ask is, was it worse than you thought it was when I hinted at what it was? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So you can
It was.
imagine, like,
Yeah.
it was, yeah. But also I love how Josh is coming to Daniel Warren Johnson's defense. Like, I was criticizing him. It's a complex pose, and the Thing is a weird character. I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said I couldn't figure. I thought this was his shoulder. You know, like his face being kind of punched in like that. Maybe like eyes would have helped or something.
The only the only way I could figure it out is because there's blood coming out of his mouth.
Like, I don't think there's enough. I'm not an artist. I couldn't do anything better, but I had trouble telling the shoulder from the face, and that's on me. I'm the problem.
Yeah, he wasn't criticizing. I get that. I know exactly what you're saying there.
I need every comic to be a 9-panel grid because otherwise I get lost.
Let's do let's do my unboxing from Freddy Alonso, my buddy that does a show every month with me and Crisis. So here's the box. I've scratched out my address and Freddy's address.
And we got a super chat.
Ooh, thank
you. Guys are the
you.
best. Thanks for your stream making Saturdays awesome, and we'll make your Sunday awesome if you're free.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Safar. That's really cool of you. I never get super chats, so I appreciate that. VFC gets them all the time. That guy. This is, I don't have any idea what this is. Freddy actually knows my collection better than I do, so, which I'm sure doesn't surprise anybody. So this is stuff that he's sending me. Oh, we're off to a good start. Is that candy? Let's see. Let me move. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, cameo cookies. These are awesome. Thank you, Freddy. This could be the only thing you sent me, and I'd be genuinely happy. These cookies are awesome. Oh, 2 of them. I'm under strict orders by upper management to get all sweets out of the house when she comes back Monday, because we are going on a incredibly strict diet, and I'm with her on that. But I have even more cameo cookies to eat. Wow, Freddy, perfect. I'm gonna have some while we're on the air. Do. This looks like stickers, because Freddy knows I love stickers. Oh, Bunk, are you still in the chat? Descendants. I'll put that right on my sticker box. And let's see what this is. Boy, this is really nice of you, Freddy. Thank you. This looks like a print. Oh boy. Okay. Just Legion of Superheroes number 280. Okay, let me show you this. I'm going to have to re-roll it to flatten it out. Oh. It's this. So this is cool. I was looking at the back going, oh, that looks interesting. So yeah, this is a cool print. Thank you, buddy. Oh, I don't have this. Thank you. Superman 100 project. I don't have this at all. Benefiting comic creators in need. Charlie Adler, Alan Davis, Kevin Eastman, Dan Jurgens, Frank Miller, Frank Quietly, and more. Thank you, buddy. I don't have this one, which you know because you know my collection. And this needs to be, oh, I'm getting ready to sock into those cookies. I can promise you that. Oh, #1 of Dazzler. This is a nice gift. Wow. #1. Who wrote this? I'm going to get this signed. Thank you, buddy. And oh, is this a twofer or an upside down? Oh, okay. Generation X. My favorite mutants are in this. I love Young Mutants. And, of course, Emma. Wow. Cool. Thank you so much, my friend. And let me proceed to eat and show you how delighted I am with these cameo cookies, as Jake can pull up questions. Whoop. What happened?
Oh, we don't want a solo layout while you eat cookies? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. I
feel
don't.
bad I couldn't squeeze in more cameos.
Oh, you did such a great job. Thank you so much, Freddy.
Binge time before Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, bless your non-diabetic heart. The Descendants, Godfathers, what would become pop punk. Milo Goes to College, just got a vinyl reprint.
Oh, good.
Jess doesn't know, but getting sent Dazzler #1 is a warning in these parts.
No, buddy, I love Dazzler.
Dazzler is a reprint of #1.
Okay, that's cool.
Josh telling the world he hasn't even drawn a good thing. Do you mean the character of the thing, or you have never drawn anything good? I say weird character since he is more of a Muppet than a human. So when you don't have these common human shapes, it's easy to get lost. I wasn't criticizing. I know, bro. I'm just pulling your chain. So he said, I think we're due for a Homer and Bart, and you would think it would have been you two, but it looks like he made me. It's me and Freddy, which
Freddy makes it. Nice. See, he doesn't have these pre-prepared.
Have you seen the swamp ass Josh drew me?
What?
Josh?
No.
Okay, so it's not what it sounds. I wanted something for Josh to do a sketch on, right? But I wanted something unique. So I picked a unique sketch cover reprint, like, facsimile reprint of a book. So I'll show you what Josh drew me. But I joked, it was a Swamp Thing Bronze Age one, and I joked, I was like, do Swamp Thing but make it sexy. So here's what he drew me.
Jess, I go to Annapolis. Yeah, we can make that work. Cool.
Okay. So he drew me two things. This is my House of Secrets cover. So
okay,
it was blank and green. Everything down here is what Josh drew on it.
So it was a blank cover and he drew all that?
Yeah. It had the words up here.
Yeah.
But it was blank. So all of this was drawn by Josh.
Wow, nicely done, Josh.
And I joked, I said, "Where's my sexy Swamp Thing?" So he gave me a bonus drawing inside. This is my sexy Swamp Thing.
The back of him?
Yeah, and then he drew a little circle that says butt. So I got a 2-for-1, but this is an original Great House. I loved the idea of, I saw someone else doing a sketch. They brought him a sketch cover to do a sketch on. So I thought that was a really unique way. And then if you open it up, it's an actual replica of that first issue with Swamp Thing, the debut issue of Swamp Thing.
That's awesome. Really good, Josh. No, my name is not on the wall. I'd have to, I would try and tackle the milkshake though. Like my 5 Frosties.
Someone's wondering what my favorite cookies are. Are we talking about in general, or like store-bought? I think they do like a Reese's peanut butter Oreo, or like a Reese's flavored Oreo is really good. I love anything peanut butter and chocolate. And Kane saying that I've been using the word bruh a lot recently. I bet I started hanging out with someone who said it. I feel like my lexicon evolves based on who I'm hanging out with.
I like my wife's homemade chocolate chip cookies, number 1.
Okay, well, now I feel like a bad husband for not saying that.
No,
I
go
feel
ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm saying for me too.
Yeah.
My wife just got her first stand mixer. She said she wanted a hobby. She wanted to pick up baking as a hobby. So I was like, we'll buy you a stand mixer. And her new thing for me has been making me homemade cinnamon rolls.
Oh, yeah. You sent me a picture of that. How'd they turn out?
Oh my God. So she does like, she puts like sugar and brown sugar and sugar. And it's like, she makes a glaze at the bottom. So they have like a hard caramelized glaze on the bottom of them. She does the frosting from scratch. She was like, "Oh, we don't have powdered sugar. Guess I'll make powdered sugar from scratch." So good, dude.
You can do that at home, make powdered sugar?
Yeah.
Wow. That's an awesome hobby.
Yeah, if I knew I was going to get these treats, cuz Jess knows me and my wife, our love language is desserts. But now we're making them from home, so that's awesome.
That's awesome. Let's see.
Oh, this could be his last one. My phone is about to die. Oh, dear Lord. That's not right. That's not right.
He showed that up last night. That's a great one.
Wait, I'm in the background.
Yeah.
Why am I watching? Why do I look like I wish I was the one being dipped?
That's the photo. I'm the nurse and Omar's the soldier that grabbed me, or the sailor rather.
Let me see. Adrian Montez got the other sketch cover this year. Renee got a Conan from me last year. Baking is not a hobby. Baking is a career move. I feel like she could sell those cinnamon rolls. And speaking of cookies, well, sandwiches, hear me out, s'mores. I've done that.
Oh.
So that's
a good idea.
It's really good. Did you see the new Oreo Reese's collab that they're doing?
No.
They just announced it a few days ago. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, they said you asked for it. Here we go. So maybe if these come out before your diet, you could sneak one of them in. Open image, new tab. So they're doing, look at this. They're Oreo flavored. They're like Oreo flavored Reese's cups.
So there's 2 different things. There's peanut butter Oreos and Oreo Reese's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have to come out Monday. Those look good. I do like regular double stuff Oreos, but that they've been hit with shrinkflation because their double stuffs are like the size of regular Oreos. So if you
Yeah,
actually want double stuff
you gotta go
Oreos,
mega.
yeah, you got to go mega.
I kind of hyperfixate on like the same type of food to make for lunch each day for long stretches of time. I recently got a griddle, and what I've been making lately is toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch each day.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So I'll take one piece of bread, put peanut butter on it, and a little bit of sea salt. Another piece of bread, put jelly on it, and then I slap some butter on the griddle, let the bread soak it up, and then I smash it down. So good.
What do you use? Do you butter the bread?
I butter the griddle and then let the bread
Oh,
soak up the butter.
okay. Nice. Oh, it's French for comic book.
And then my favorite current ice cream mix is from Cold Stone. They're coconut ice cream with Reese's cups. I like
Ooh.
coconut, but I never have it because it's my wife's least favorite thing. And for me, like, I'm never gonna like buy something my wife hates, even if she'll never. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah,
I never think to get it like because she hates it.
I
And they're
love
peanut butter
coconut.
and jelly Reese's. I haven't tried them. Too much sugar for me.
Peanut butter and jelly Reese's. I would try those. Definitely.
So he made. Oh, this is the last one. Yeah.
Let's see. This was a long time ago. I need to catch up. What are your favorite non-Joker villains? I asked because Jess was not a fan of Joker Bronze Age Omni.
Do you like Joker more when Gaggy is his sidekick or Harley?
I mean that just shows how DC was reeling for years from the Comics Code Authority. Joker was nothing more than a bank robber. He didn't kill anybody, and neither did Riddler. And I'm not sure when Joker actually went there and started killing people. It could have been that that Batman that Neil Adams drew the famous cover for, 250 or whatever it is.
Was that the one when the Grasshopper Gang steals the Batmobile?
No, that's way earlier. That's in like 1967. So I'll tell you what, as far as interesting villains for a Batman movie, I don't want Joker. I don't want Riddler. I would love to see Mr. Freeze and have him treated the same way he was treated in Batman the Animated Show, because he had some empathy. He had an empathetic and sympathetic, reason for wanting what he wanted to try and save his wife. And I think that's much more interesting than somebody, just Murderville. What
I think the ventriloquist or Man Bat would be
yeah,
my two. Like
ventriloquist.
we've never seen like dude. I'm so sad they announced one of the best books because I've been trying to read more current DC stuff. One of the best books DC's putting out is called Batman Dark Patterns. It's done.
Oh,
Have you read any of it?
not yet. I've heard so much good about it.
Oh my god, why am I blanking on the writer? It's
Dan Waters.
Yeah, Dan Waters and Hayden Sherman, who just won an Eisner for Absolute Wonder Woman, is the artist. And
Ooh.
dude, they do a one where Scarface is the villain, and instead of I won't spoil anything, but he's taken something over other than a puppet. Like he's possessed something besides a puppet.
Huh.
And I've never thought it was so interesting to see like what else could the Starface persona possess besides a doll. And then also like Man Bat would be rad. Like maybe it's like Hugo Strange is the main villain and he like brings out Man Bat or one of the monsters. But like I also think Man Bat is a good foil to Batman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we got one last one. Gotta glaze my boy Jake a little so I don't feel bad razzing you, my friend. Yeah, it is
Oh.
Dan Waters. Yeah, it's really good. It's a crime. Backhato, how sad is it that it's a crime we're not getting a standard size hardcover or a deluxe of Dark Patterns? It is one of the
What?
best
We're
books.
only getting a trade paperback?
Just a trade paperback. Currently available at organicpricebooks.com. Use code Omnidog to save $2.
Oh, it is available?
I put it up anyways. If it's a trade paperback that I personally want to have sent to me, I'll put it on the website for sale.
Is it currently for sale?
Mhm.
Oh, I thought it wasn't being sold till January.
That's how early I'm putting up single issue solicits.
Oh, these are pre-orders.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
pre-order.
Here's a good question. Is Heroes Con good for families then? I don't want my young kids to see cosplayers and enter puberty too early.
I don't feel there's a way I can answer that question that benefits me. Because if I say no, because it did feel like a safe con, and you walk by and see like some Power Girl or something that I didn't know was gonna be there, like
I barely saw any cosplayers back in 2023 and this year 2025. Rarely did I see anybody, and if I did, I think I took a picture of a woman dressed as Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls, and she was completely covered up. So yeah, I would think it'd be perfect because it's not really a cosplayer's place.
there's no life size. I didn't see a life-size Galactus like I saw at Comic-Con. I love this slander about me. Jake double stacks his shelves so I can't love him. Would you rather look? Do you see how many books are on the ground? Where are my books supposed to go? Dude, do you see this massive box right here? This massive box on the ground right here to my right?
Yeah.
I don't know. So Image reached out and was like, "Hey, we're so like you did such an amazing job with your Invincible video. Here, make the same thing for Walking Dead," and sent me every format of Walking Dead. I've never read Walking Dead. Walking Dead's like 700 issues. I don't have room for all that Walking Dead. But when they said they were going to send me all of Walking Dead, I was like, "Oh, I want the library editions." I didn't realize they were going to send me all the trade paperbacks, all the standard size hardcovers, like direct from Image, and which I'm not trying to complain about, but like I now I have to read all of Walking Dead to make a video on it, and I don't think it'll be as good as the Invincible one.
Wow, I didn't even know Walking Dead had 700 issues.
No, it's not 700. It's like 100 and something issues. Let me see. But it's like 24 hardcovers.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it's all black and white.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. But I heard the first 50 issues are amazing.
Someone asked me what. Oh, there we go.
Thank you.
Okay, Jake, what's your favorite Bing Crosby movie? Is it weird to say Goldilocks? He played Papa Bear in Goldilocks, the animated one. You know the story about a girl who no? Okay.
Bing Crosby did?
Yeah, he's in an animated Goldilocks movie. He plays Papa Bear.
I didn't even know that.
Is that not a generic? Is that not a generic pick?
I don't know. That's your pick.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware it existed. I'm very impressed that you know who Bing Crosby is.
Here, look. Here's the cover to it. Bing Crosby introduces Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Oh, and that's with his daughter. Wow. Impressive.
Any last questions for me, guys? I feel like I need to go be a cat dad because I've been ignoring my cats all day doing work for that'll be announced tomorrow. Any last questions for me? Any other Bing Crosby movies you want to know my thoughts about?
I can stay on for another 10 minutes.
If it's just 10 minutes, I can stay on for 10. I just couldn't do another hour.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I can either. I did, and I loved it so far.
Did you just see it the once?
Yeah, I definitely want to see it 9 more times.
Okay, a couple things. There will not be another OPB sale, but there'll be other sales in the future. If I could have any comic to get the Taschen feature, I just feel like my answer is so generic, but like maybe not a Taschen, but I want an artist edition of New Frontier so badly. I don't know, like, because to me, like, what historical DC book deserves the Taschen treatment? Maybe like Dark Knight Returns or Year One, like something that's like really timeless. I feel like maybe Watchmen would be a good Taschen. Something that's like evergreen. I was supposed to go to New York Comic Con, and I told my wife that I was going, and she goes, "No, you're not." And I'm like, "What? Why not?" And she's like, "Well, it's Brianna's birthday, Brianna's wedding, and I'm in the wedding party, and we have to go to Big Bear for a cabin, and you're not missing my best friend's wedding." And I go, "Okay." I'm trying to talk Jess into going to Baltimore with me.
Your wife or me?
You. Let's have Daddy JP pay for it.
Yeah, I could be talked into that.
I heard about the Cape and Cowls con from Maniac Matt.
Oh yeah. Wait, I think I missed a.
Yeah, we'll do future whatnots, but there won't be any more OPB sales on whatnot.
Oh, we already saw that one. Okay.
BatCave wanting a Taschen Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Ooh.
You know, a Taschen All-Star Superman would be pretty cool too.
Yeah.
A Taschen Kingdom Come would be rad also.
Oh yeah. A Taschen Justice. I'd love that.
Weddings happen every day. Convention. Well, dude, it's the fact that Scott Snyder said, "Let me know if you're coming to New York Comic Con, and we can do a sit-down in-person interview." I've never done an in-person interview before, with like a big creator like that.
Weddings happen every day.
Did you like my dancing on the whatnot? Because everyone was like, David dance, and then I started dancing, and everybody was like, "Tell Jake to sit down."
Let's see. I'm hoping to do a couple of recorded videos tomorrow. I have a bunch of ideas, and I just need to sit down and do them. I have 3 or 4 ideas that could last me a couple weeks, so I need to do that.
Used your code on the last 3 OPB buys.
Thank you, Ray. Appreciate that. Ray, are you signed up for my channel? Are you a subscriber? Because I need like 60 more subscribers or something to hit 10,000. Just asking. You may already be a subscriber if you're using my code. I really appreciate that.
I haven't been to Baltimore in 10 years. I know so much has changed. I'd probably take Amtrak down and the River Line, I guess. It's a local train to the Hyatt.
That'd be
Jake
good.
did not kill the dancing. Oh my. Does that mean I didn't ruin the dancing, or I didn't do good on the dancing? and them sharing Omnidog sit.
Thank you, buddy.
Jess, you doing any more streams this weekend?
I'm doing one with you at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow.
Rad. It'll be lots of giveaways. You know what we should do? We should make a game tomorrow, Jess, to see how many gift cards we can milk from JP for the audience. Like, let's just like, what do you guys? Should we do another gift card? And we'll always agree with the other person, you know, and we'll see how many gift cards we can get to the audience. But we also have some big news.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Someone double book?
No, he hasn't told me anything. Yeah, James does know my schedule better than me.
Lou said it was this Sunday.
Yeah, he did, but he's also not told me anything about it. So let me tell him, thank you, James. I appreciate that. I will contact him tomorrow. No, tonight, and make sure.
It was mentioned during Friday's stream.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, everyone, you can find me on the Brave and the Boys. We are just a hair away from 12,000 strong subscribers.
Nice.
I'm really trying to grow on Instagram because I feel like the Instagram and the TikTokers get all the free stuff from the, you know, from like the brands. And it's way easier to make a 45-second video than it is to make like a 22-minute high production edited thing. But there on our Instagram, you can see, and I'm not going to have an ego because it's not my work. It's Jordan's work. You can see Jordan's absolutely incredible book photography. Jess, have you seen any of Jordan's book photography?
No.
Let me pull up just a quick snippet of it because Jordan is an artist with what he does. I'm gonna pull up some of our book photography. Oh my God, that is not the right profile to be on. So yeah, Jordan does. I do the video reels. He does the photography of the books. It's really cool to go on Instagram to do it because I always theme them to songs and things like that.
Yeah.
But let me share my screen, show off his book photography. Still the best picture we've ever taken, right? Being the world's finest cover.
That's a good one.
But like this is his photo shoot on Deceased.
Oh, beautiful.
And then here was Nightwing.
Oh, looks good. Wow.
You just read this book.
Yeah. Oh, wow. He does a great job.
Right. So
that's why I voted for him.
This one was cool. This one was shared by Sean Phillips.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And Image. Cool. Yeah, so I'm very blessed to have a pure artist that I'll show one more. A pure artist that I get to work with. Yeah, Jordan does an awesome job. So I would say I'm really proud of the work that we've been doing on our Instagram together. So is Criminal good? Criminal is great, and it's about to be a Amazon original series. The cast is stacked. I think Criminal is going to be the next big thing. They're doing their first Criminal series in a long time called Knives. It comes out in September. Criminal is amazing. But yeah, so you can find us on Instagram as The Brave and the Boys. We have a Discord. We'll be dual streaming tomorrow from the Organic Priced Books channel and the Brave and the Boys channel. We have some big announcements, and we'll see how many giveaways we can milk from JP.
Is this what you're talking about, Freddy? Freddy sent me this pin too. There's a toy head in the box. Is that what you're talking about? Whoop.
What I'd recommend, Chubby Ray, is on Organic Price Books, we do bundle sets. So you can buy the entire set, the three deluxes in one bundle, and use code Omnidog to save a few dollars. So yeah, make sure to buy the bundle. If you're going to buy all three, it's cheaper than buying them individually. I didn't mean to cut off your pin. I'm sorry. That was me jumping into sales mode.
I'm finishing off all the Cameo cookies Freddy sent me from Puerto Rico. That's the only place in the States you can get them. It was a great present. Oh, thank you, Yarne.
What color are you dyeing your hair when you hit 10,000?
I think my hair's gonna be blue. My goatee will be pink. And then my daughter wants me to do my eyebrows.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know that you can do that. But I'll do whatever. I don't care.
Okay. So, Josh, what do you think? Because like that's something we've been working on. So I'll show one last thing. One thing that we've been can I copy and paste this? Can I copy this? Nope. One thing that we've been working on is I cannot show that. That is not able to be seen. We've been working on bundle listings. So if you're buying like a full set, because a lot of people like to buy things all together, right? And it saves us on the shipping. So this is something that I feel like makes us different. So if you go here to Organic Price Books and you go to, where's our bundle section? Let me go to, so you can see our book photography on the website, besides just actual, those actual photos of that you get from the placeholder covers. But look at that, for $100, $98, you get all 3 criminal deluxe editions, and they all match. These were out of print for a super long time. There used to be 2 of the old volumes, and I think it just like, and now you can choose your shipping preference. So if you're someone that doesn't like peanuts, choose bubbles or inserts. So we're constantly trying to improve and innovate the website.
Nice. Let's not forget this. Thank you, Chubby Ray. Always appreciate that.
Wait, Josh is like, he just discovered our bundle listings. He's like, this is dangerous.
No, that's not the head. Yeah, Criminal is 100% great, and that's a great price on those, and you get all 3 of them. I'm due.
Because look, they're actually on sale. I'll adjust the bundle price down to 70. So it'll be 70 to buy all 3, 68 with it. So I'll adjust that after this stream.
Wow. Oh, here's the head. What are you giving me? This is just a disembodied head? Who is this? Andrew Garfield? Or I found it. I've never seen this type of toy. It comes with a little enclosure thing. Well, thank you, Freddy. And thank you for the cookies. They're awesome.
Okay, just adjusted the price since they were on sale. $70, you get $2 off with code Omnidog. $68 for all 3 criminal. Which is, I binged that all in like a weekend. I remember I was texting you, Jess, how each story just got better than the previous one.
Yeah,
it's a fast read.
And if he bought one more book, would that qualify him for the 5% off with Omnidog Sit? Or does the bundle?
I don't know how bundles. I actually don't know. But try it. If you put a 4th book, if you pre-order, put all 3 criminals and then put Knives, a criminal story pre-order that comes out in September, and see if you get 5% off. So I think it works. I think if you put the 4th book on, you'll get the 5% off.
Are you sure Knives comes out in September?
I think so.
Okay.
me see
I
it.
feel like it comes out this month, but I could be totally wrong. I thought I put it in my thumbnail.
The Knives. Okay, arriving August 27th. So right on the end of August, beginning of September, the
Okay.
Knives comes out.
Yeah. There you go. You'll have all his great stuff.
And then toss on Reckless while you're at it, because Reckless is also awesome.
Mm-hmm. Just get the first one and you'll be hooked and you'll want all the rest.
Yeah, and I think Reckless reads even faster than Criminal.
And it's
we were
great.
both right. The Knives comes out last week of August for the direct market and first week of September for normal retailers.
Oh, okay.
Wait, did he buy him? I said that was dangerous. Thanks, Jake. New Criminal comes out on birthday. Best birthday ever.
Nice. Razor, way to go.
And Pope made sure to tell me on my stream that he bought his first omnibus using code Omnidog.
Oh, well, thank you. Your first omnibus. It was Incredible Hulk Volume 1. That's awesome. Oh, I love that you got your first omnibus.
Well, thank you for having me, man. As always, it is a pleasure to be a guest. I should go be a present father for my cat children while no, I've we'll talk about it more tomorrow. I've kind of switched to like a nebulous, like I'm kind of like consultant, web design, influencer, which sounds like a bunch of fake made up jobs. But basically what I told him is like, I didn't want to ever like have to tell someone, no, I can't do what you want customer support wise, because if I'm an influencer, I want people to like my channel and like me, and I want to be like the fun person or whatever. I didn't want to be the bad guy ever, because sometimes you have to tell someone I can't exchange the 6th copy of a book for, you know what I mean, in a row, and
Yeah.
I didn't want to be the bad guy ever. But at the same time, if I don't do it, JP has to do it. And every once in a while, he'll be like, hey, I have to go to a wedding or something. Like I'll fill in for a day or two. But to be honest, like most of what I do is like coding stuff or social media stuff. I don't do as much of the customer support anymore, because it just like I want to push the needle and not just patch holes in the boat, if that makes sense. That was you felt on marker. I just said a bunch of vague bullshit like it made sense,
Chubby Ray, I'm glad you caught this show too. This is great having you. Okay, so Monday I will be on Omnibros, and then Friday I'll be on Omnibros. Tomorrow I will be on at 1 p.m. on BraveBoys channel.
Yeah, and Organic Price Books. It's gonna dual stream.
Okay. And Wednesday at 6:30 I will be on Very Fine Condition talking about the DC catalog, which I am psyched. Wait, Wednesday and Thursday I'm going to be on a VFC? What's Thursday? He didn't say anything. What the hell? I love that he knows more than I do. What's Thursday, James? Is that Marvel Solicits? No, but
and Omnibros Patreon tomorrow. Not sure on the time.
Yeah, we're working on that. Wait,
DC Books and Marvel Preview.
On the 7th? I thought it was I had only seen Okay. I'll text Omar.
Being serious, Jake and Jess, you two are the nicest guys on YouTube. Have a great night. Peace and love.
Thank you, Pope.
100% with Pope Romero.
Oh, you guys are nice. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate the community that I have cultivated, and you guys are just as nice. And I always love seeing people in the chat that are always pleasant, have good questions, not negative, and about Black Cat, and are just the best in the comic book community. So I really appreciate you guys, and I appreciate my guest Jake, who told us great stories about San Diego, and I loved hearing about it. That's awesome.
Thanks, man. As always, it was a genuine pleasure to go from being a fan to I feel like we're genuine friends. You know,
We are.
heck
100%.
yeah.
Next Saturday is Omnibo, and I haven't figured out who's going to be with him yet.
I feel like James is just asking questions because he doesn't want the stream to end. He's trying to prolong it. Just hit that in stream. Hit that outro. I like Jake, even though he double stacks. Dude, you only don't have a stream on Tuesday?
I don't know that that's true. Omar
Dude,
didn't mention anything.
That's a little intense, man. And you said Patty's coming home soon?
Monday. I pick her up from the airport.
No, bro. Guys, I think Jess should go on another hour, but I do have to go be a cat dad. They're crying downstairs. They're acting like they've never been fed before. Also, I'm gonna just ask you right now, do you want to do a stream on Tuesday?
I have a full week of streaming. Welcome home, honey. I won't be seeing you for the rest of the week.
Okay.
James, I actually have something funny to ask you. I have Taylor Talks Comics coming on in like September, and we have we don't remember what our goals were from the beginning of the year, and we were going to do a catch up stream in September saying where we are in the goals. So
I think I remember some. Were you supposed to read all of JLI?
I was supposed to finish it.
And have you?
No.
Uh-oh. And I think you were supposed to do the Nightfall trilogy.
No. Oh, that's right. When is that, Freddy?
Tuesday.
I think it might be Tuesday.
Wait, Freddy, let me join.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know that I can.
Yeah, you were supposed to finish Invincible, bro.
I don't know that that was on my goals. I'm counting on James to tell me what my goals were.
You were also going to do all of Usagi.
All right. I did tell Freddy that. I'm going to have to text Omar right after this because I don't remember that at all.
Okay. I do got to go, though. Bye, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, Jake. I appreciate it. And I'm going to use my intro to be my outro. And we are, whoops, I messed it up. Never seen that before. Okay. Peace and love. Peace and love. I love you guys. We love you guys. And we hope you have a great Westovia weekend. Peace and love.